Now to a Crime Watch Daily update on a case we followed very closely here on the show. In fact, when we first told you about Jessica Haringa, she was simply a missing person. Today, the man accused of taking her life learns his fate. It all started at a Michigan gas station. 25-year-old single mother Jessica Haringa was gone, kidnapped while working the night shift alone.
From the start, we had the belief that the person who abducted Jessica knew her and she knew her abductor.
But after 3 years and hundreds of tips, there were no arrests.
You can imagine the panic and the unrest in Muskegon County.
Then a big break. A 16-year-old girl walking along a road is approached by a man in a van who offers her a ride. Once in the car, he pulls a gun on her.
She jumped out of the moving vehicle and just started running to the closest house she could find. She was screaming, you know, he's got a gun, he's trying to kill me.
The teen would later identify him as 47-year-old Jeffrey Willis, a factory worker who also worked as a janitor for years at a local elementary school.
He's a very, very dangerous man.
Cops search Willis's house and his silver minivan, a van matching the description of the one seen at the gas station the night Jessica went missing. Detectives say Willis's van is equipped with toolboxes of terror.
Investigators recovered multiple syringes of a liquid that appears to be a drug or a sedative of some kind in a hidden compartment. We recovered handcuffs and a rope. This was a vehicle designed to not only kidnap but also take sexual advantage of women.
And on his home computer, images of child porn, women in bondage, along with kidnap and kill videos.
Attack her, sexually assault her. There's other videos found where at the end of them, they murder.
Also on his hard drive,
He had created a VIX file.
VIX stand for victims. One was labeled RSB, as in Rebecca Sue Bletch, who was murdered along the side of the road while jogging. Another folder was labeled JLH and is filled with downloaded pictures of Jessica Lynn Haringa.
This was his way of kind of basically creating his own little private trophy case, if you will. We were in the midst of our own serial killer here in Muskegon County.
Even though Haringa's body was never found, Willis would eventually be charged with both murders, standing trial for Rebecca's murder first.
There were jurors that wouldn't even look at him.
He would quickly be found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life without parole.
When the verdict was handed down, Willis was stone cold. It was almost like he lost color. He was just pale. And when he walked out of there, you heard everything. Rot in hell, die in prison. You know, this never brings a loved one back, but it is justice.
Now, several months later, Willis returns to the courtroom to face charges that he kidnapped and killed Jessica Haringa. And it doesn't take long for the jury to come up with the same conclusion: guilty on all counts. However, in a strange twist, one of the people who believes Willis didn't commit the heinous crime is Jessica's mother.
As a parent myself, I can certainly understand why she would have those feelings. As much as we want to hope that Jessica is still alive, the evidence was painting a picture that she was clearly deceased.
Willis will be sentenced later this year, and even with the conviction, prosecutor Hilson says this case isn't over, and it won't be until they find Jessica's body and give her family the closure they deserve. I'm Chris Hansen. If you like this story, make sure you tune in every day to Crime Watch Daily. You can find where the show airs in your city at crimewatchdaily.com. Watch it live or record it on your DVR and watch it at night. And to all those criminals out there, remember, we are watching.